What is going on, guys? I know it's been a while since I have done an OU Wi-Fi battle. It's been a couple of days. If you guys watched my video, Hayden talks to him. Basically, I've been doing finals all this past week, so it's been really hard to stay consistent with my uploads. I'm really sorry, but now I am on about a month-long break, so there will be daily uploads and daily streams unless something comes up. But if something does come up, I will tweet it out. So if you want to know, my phone's buzzing. But if you want to know if I'm going to miss an upload or a stream, head over to my Twitter and hit that follow button. The link is in the description below. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this battle started. I don't like to talk a whole lot in the beginning, but this battle is very good, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my low punny here. Mega low punny is so strong. I am in love with this thing. I know I use it a lot, but it's for good reason. I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, although I am... Actually, this one's Klutz, so this low punny is not Limber, although I do need a Limber one. And it's for things like that thing over there sitting across me. But I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and go for Fake Out. That way I can get as much damage off as possible. As you can see, that did about 30%. After leftovers, maybe more like 25, but that's still very, very good damage that I wouldn't normally get with a Pokemon with Fake Out. But I'm going to go out to my Heatran now just to see what this thing wants to do. He does end up going for the Thunder Wave, but that's fine. Heatran, isn't a very fast Pokemon to begin with. The only thing I'm worried about is being fully paralyzed, because that would suck. But he's going to go for a knockoff. That's fine. I love his knockoff animation, how he swings his tail around. It's really, I like that touch there. But I'm going to go ahead and go for Stealth Rocks. I'm glad he didn't taunt me. I was kind of afraid that he might, but I was like, well, if he taunts me, then I can just go for Lava Plume next turn or whatever. But he did allow me to get my rocks up, which is fine, because next time that thing switches back in, it is going to be taking some Stealth Rocks damage. But he's going to go out to Bang Bang, which is his Blastoise over here. And I went ahead and went for Toxic. But, of course, with my luck, I would miss the Toxic. But he's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. Mega Blastoise, man. Look how powerful he looks. He's got the little, little beard thing going on. But he's going to go for an Aura Sphere. Unfortunately for me, that is going to kill me because he gets a crit. If he hadn't gotten a crit, I probably could have lived one. I am very, very specially defensive Heatran, so I probably could have taken that. But, crit's crit. It happens. You got to get up and get over it. But I'm going to go out to my low punny again, go for a Fake Out, just to see. I want to try and figure out whether he's bulkier in defense or special defense. So I thought I'd go out to my Mega Lopunny, go for the Fake Out just to see how much it does, and it didn't really do as much as I would have hoped. But I assume that he is going to go for Aura Sphere here, so I'm going to switch out and go out into my Bang. I'm going to counter his Bang Bang with my Bang. So now we got Bang Bang and Bang out on the field right now. It's looking really like a Midwestern, kind of duke it out old style, 10 paces, shoot 'em styled. Country styled. I don't even know where I'm going with that joke, so I'm going to stop. But I'm going to go for Explosion, as he went out to Heatran, of course. It kind of sucks. I've used this as elf a lot, so I think a lot of people are beginning to catch on to what set I use. I have the Zen Headbutt, U-Turn, and Explosion, all of which Heatran resists, so Heatran is actually a pretty good counter to the Azelf, at least that I run. But I'm going to go out of my Latios. I am going to go for Surf. And since Explosion did so much, a Surf is definitely going to be able to kill, regardless of whether he's specially defensive. Because Choice Specs Latios is way too strong. It's so strong. I like running Choice Scarf at least at the beginning of Aura's meta, just because there were so many things that outspeed it naturally with all of the new Megas. And it worked. It worked really well, and it came in handy a lot more than just, standard Megas. A lot of normal Choice Scarf Pokemon that outspeed Latios, and people think they're safe to come in on Latios and then deal damage to Latios. They can't, because Latios outspeeds them and hits them with something still fairly hard that's enough to at least shake them up and think, wow, why did I just do that? But anyways, back to the battle. I went out into my Rotom to absorb the incoming Thunder Wave. And he stayed in with his Thunderous, which allowed me to get off a free Will-O-Wisp. Now he's going to go out in a Clown, which it kind of scares me a bit. I did go ahead and go for Hydro Pump just to try and get some damage off on something. If he wanted to stay in with Thunderous, that would have been damage there. If he wants to switch, that is going to be damage there as well. But I'm going to Volt Switch out. There isn't really too much I can do to this thing. I don't want to burn it just in case he has Guts. If he's Guts, then he is going to wreck my entire soul if I burn it. But I'm going to go out into my Zoom Zoom my Azumarill over here, and he does indeed go for Drain Punch, which is fine with me because I'm Fairy type and I resist the hell out of that move. And just look, Azumarill is such a good Pokemon. Even with Greninja being a big threat in OU, Azumarill can still wreck. There are so many Pokemon that a lot of people think that Greninja has no checks, it has no counters or whatever, but you don't need checks and counters if you play correctly. I know that may sound really stupid, and a lot of you are like, well, he's just like everybody else that says Greninja doesn't need to be banned. No, if you play smart, there's a way around every Pokemon, regardless of what your team consists of. There is always a way around something. You just have to try and think ahead when you're team building. You know, okay, do I have coverage for this? Do I have coverage for that? Do I have enough priority on my team? What if they have more priority? You know, what am I going to be outsped by things? You just got to think when you're building a team, and if you think about the common threats and whatever tier you're playing, you're gonna build a decent team, and you're gonna be able to at least get around some things to where you're not gonna lose every single battle, or lose to every single Greninja, or lose to every single, Mega Sceptile or whatever. You just gotta think ahead and plan around it. Whenever I send Pokemon to be gynned by my gynner, I always go mess around on Showdown with it first, unless it's like a single Pokemon. Then I just send them the set. But even then, before I put it on one of my teams, I always think, hey, will this fit okay on this team, or do I have enough coverage for it if I put it on this team? You just got to think ahead, and I think that's what a lot of people they don't think about that. They just think about, okay, this Pokemon's really fast, it's really strong, it's OHKOing my team, it needs to ban. And I think a lot of people don't think, they don't think too much about what other things are going on in the tier, and I don't know. Personally, I don't think Greninja should be banned. I think that, there are ways around it, and I don't see the point, but that's just me. But anyways, back to the battle. I know I'm getting off on some tangents here, and that's my fault. But that's whatever. But I'm out in my Rotom now. I'm definitely going to end up losing my Rotom here to this Thundurus, which kind of sucks. Rotom is a nice Pokemon to have, but I'd rather lose my Rotom than something else. So that's it's a done good trade. Rotom did some work. It did burn the Thundurus. It got a Hydro Pump and a Volt Switch off onto the Conkeldurr, and it did pretty okay. But I'm going to go on to Zoom Zoom now. He does opt to go for the Thunder Wave so that he doesn't have to take the Aqua Jet here, and he can at least do something with that. But I end up getting fully paralyzed anyway, so it didn't even matter. That's what sucks. That's the only thing that sucks about like priority, like prankster stuff. Even though I have a Pokemon with priority, their status priority, ends up outspeeding me because their base speed is higher than my base speed, so their priority outspeeds. So it sucks, but there's nothing that I can really do. He's gonna go out to Butcher now, and I am basically like a pig on a slaughterhouse. I am going to get bopped pretty hard here, take an Iron Head. I do end up living, which is great, and I am going to be able to get off a Waterfall, which is nice. Damage. Look how much that did. That's crazy. I assume that was a max roll because this isn't like your standard max HP, max attack Azumarill. I think there's some especially defensive or defensive EVs ran on the Assault Vest Azumarill, but then again, I'm not entirely sure because I didn't make that. Someone made it for me. But I'm gonna go out of my little punny, go for the fake out here, just to see what is going on. He goes down to Junior, and this thing was really starting to bug me a little bit. Landorus is everywhere on every team, man. It's not a problem, It's not like a Pokemon that can't be dealt with. But I'm just sick and tired of seeing it. It's like, be more original. Think of something else to use. Like, yeah, Landorus. It's like Gliscor when XMY first came out. Everyone was using Gliscor. Now everybody's using Landorus. People need to get a job, though. They need to. They just need to. They need to think outside the box a little bit and get something that a lot of people don't use. Use Cobalion or use something different, please. I don't have a problem with it. It's just annoying. It's like, oh, this thing again, or oh, that thing again. I don't know, man. It just bugs me. just bugs me. But I'm gonna go out into my Latios here, predicting another Aura Sphere, and he does indeed go for the Aura Sphere. I'm glad he didn't predict me to switch out into my Latios, because if he had gone for Dark Pulse, we would have had an issue for sure. My Latios would have been so dead. But I'm gonna go for a Surf. That way, if he does want to switch out into his Landers, I can kill it. If he wants to stay in with this thing, it's at low enough HP that a Choice Spec Surf will kill it. And now he's going to go out into Butcher, and this is the thing that I did not want him to switch out into, because it, it's got the Sucker Punch, and it can easily do some big damage, but I'm going to stay in, I'm going to risk it and see if I can live, and unfortunately, I don't. But I'd rather lose my Latios, and, instead of possibly dying to a knockoff or an Iron Head, save my Lopunny, go for Fake Out, take out this thing, and then pretty much guarantee me the win. Oh, that was the last turn. Wait, how did I kill his Landers? What did I kill his Landers with? Did I totally just miss that? Oh no, I killed it with the Fake Out on my Lopunny, I think. Anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, like I said, daily uploads and daily streams. Unless something comes up, if something does come up, I will tweet it out. I am going to be letting you guys know 100% of the time, every time now. Unless, there are those days where I'll lay down and take a nap. I'll expect to take a nap for an hour or 2 hours. And then I'll just sleep for 6 or 7 hours and then wake up at 11 or 12 p.m. And by then it's well, if I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna need a half hour just to wake up and then stream. So it's one of those things. I am on winter break now, so you guys can expect some daily uploads and daily streams. Like I said, unless something comes up. But then there's my Twitter for that. Link is in that nice and bulky description below. But make sure to like the video, guys, and remember to subscribe if you are new. And if you enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle and you don't want to miss any more, remember the schedule is going to be as planned. Saturday and Sunday are still going to be OU as of right now. I don't really feel like recording Showdown because that takes a half hour to record and then all that jazz. Monday is going to be OU. UU is on Tuesday for U Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going to try and do Wacky Wednesday stuff, rotation and triple battles, but for now, I think it's going to stay OU. Thursday, OU. Friday is going to be Free For All Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, like I said, are going to be OU. So that's pretty much the schedule. Streams are pretty much going to be consisting of OU, unless you ask me for a UU battle. I do have a UU team now, so if you want a UU battle, come to my stream and just say, if you sign up for a battle and you get drawn or whatever, be like, yo, let's have that UU battle real quick, big dog. And then I'll be like, yeah, let's get it. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out, guys.